So y'all, it's your girl Andra Alexis, and I am here with Siddy Morgan, aka she's an actress, a writer, a director, and she also plays Lauren in the Beat the Streets play. How you feeling today, Siddy?
Oh, good girl, good. How are
Thank you for joining me. I am good. Thanks for asking.
Of course.
So, Beat the Streets. I seen that it's a tour you guys are having going around, and is it basically marketing to the younger adults, which the children, letting them know if they take certain routes, what the outcome could be. Right? How was that for you? How did you get involved with that? Let the people know.
So Beat the Streets is actually a stage play about three black men who go to college after, being in a gang at the beginning of the play. My character is actually a bully to one of the other, the girl side of the story is there's a bully who, bullies a girl into wanting to commit suicide. She decides not to. She chooses life. Thank goodness.
Yes.
And then, she ends up getting things happen. But yeah, that's pretty much what the story is about. But it's just to encourage kids to, like you said, beat the streets. And also just to overcome everything that's kind of going on with them, in the world and the city in general. But that's exactly why I got into it. I thought it was super important to not only be an actress, but also an activist, you know what I mean? And so why not tell a story about, a mean girl who is super cute and, flashy, but she's also not smart and not paying attention in school, you know what I mean? And so to just kind of highlight those things, but then also say that if you continue down that route, your life won't be much, so not to give away how the play ends or anything like that, but yeah. Oh yeah, you said how did I get into it?
Yes. It's okay.
My bad, girl. I feel like traveling and doing Beat the Streets just makes me always want to always tell what it's about and just clarify what we actually do and what our purpose is. But I actually took a long hiatus from acting because, growing up in the west side of Detroit, I never thought that I could be an actress or host or just any of the things that I do now, even direct or, be a part of stage plays. So when I went to school for acting, I just kind of had imposter syndrome and I was just no, I can't do this. So I stopped doing it. And then, but when you have a calling on your life, girl,
yes,
it is not going to stop calling you until you pick up that phone.
It's like drug addict, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Keep calling you, man.
So, yeah, girl, I got a call and I told God, I had a really crazy situation, girl. It gave me 9 stitches. And I told God in that moment, if you let me act again, I will get my life together. Girl, I started acting literally 2 months later. I took my headshot. My friend told me that it was an opportunity on the play, and she told me you can come in and be an understudy, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But then when I got there, they was like, yeah, you have a show in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so I just been Lauren ever since.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how long ago was that?
In 2022, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's really dope. Now, looking back, growing up and everything like that, I know you said you didn't see yourself actually having a dream and going for it. Was it always one of your dreams to be an actress, a writer, and director?
Yes, girl. I used to run home at 4 p.m. to watch Oprah.
Listen.
Seriously. And when she got on, I was like, oh my goodness, used to tell everybody, I'm going to own a television network.
Yes.
And at the time, I felt so crazy. But, when you're a kid, you would dream of anything. You know what I mean?
You're innocent. The sky's the limit. Then.
Okay.
Imagination
seriously.
is huge.
Yeah, so girl, I used to plan productions like Christmas. Me and my sister, girl, we used to have costumes.
Really?
Yes, girl, I used to have
That's
a whole
dope.
little songs picked out. Girl, whole production.
That's how it starts, though.
For real.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, but in school I was learning to I was gonna be a doctor though. Because like I told you, I didn't think I could really be an actor. So. Yeah.
Now, what would you have told Siddy, who was about, let's say, 12 years old? If you could talk to her at this age and go back and tell her something, what would you have told her?
Oh, that's a good question. I would tell her that you get to decide. No, yeah, get to decide what beauty looks like, you know, and period. That's just that, and it's you. Like, no matter what anybody tells you, if anybody hasn't told you, or like if you feel like the world is not on your side, and you know, no matter like what struggles you go through, being a Black person, and you know, just also being a good person, it's okay. Everything's gonna work out. Everything is working out in your favor, no matter how it looks at any given point in time.
Yes, that is so true. So true. Now, I know you work with DR2 Productions, right? How did you get into working with them? And did you direct any of their films? Or?
So I actually was a scripty and second AD on The Affair,
Hey.
which is now streaming on
Yes, it is. Check it out, y'all.
Period. And I started working with DR2 in 2022 as well. Wait, no, 2020. Girl, one of them years.
One of the years. After the pandemic, it seemed like it's all clashed together.
One of them, you know what I'm saying? It was in November though.
Okay.
And I think it was 2023 though. But yeah, anyway, besides the point. But I started PAing with them actually, girl. Yeah, I helped TT. Shout out to TT. I love TT. I helped her finish out building her studio.
Oh, yes.
So, girl, I was painting the courtrooms.
No,
when you see
good.
the DR2 courtroom studio, know that it was me, stroke by stroke.
Blood, sweat, and
painting,
tears.
Okay? Singing my little heart out, running my lines. Y'all. Okay, but anyway, yeah.
So, you sing. You can sing.
Yeah, but I don't be doing that.
Okay. Thought we had her, y'all. Thought we had her. She's not gonna sing today.
Nah.
Now, with the plays, in film, which one do you prefer more? Do you prefer being on stage, or do you prefer being in front of the camera? I know on stage you really can't make no mistakes. It's like,
it is what it is.
Okay? No, for real.
Game 7.
It's still, you just pick up where you left off. Nobody would notice. Even if they do, you still gotta do it.
That's true.
Which one do you prefer if you had to choose?
I don't know, girl, because I need a D God. So I need a Tony too.
Yeah.
So I gotta hit the Broadway. But
Listen.
I don't know. Honestly, probably stage though, because stage is where I started.
Yes.
You know, and stage keeps me sharp. Like you said, you gotta live in the moment. You gotta say what you said. Like, it also, you know, art is so reflective of life.
Yes.
And I feel like being on the stage and being in those lights and having to live in the moment and, you know, knowing that every choice, there's weight on every choice that I choose. Yes. Like, I feel like it's just like, so, I don't know, my engine is just riled up every time. And the only way that I feel good enough about a show is if I feel like I don't have nothing left in the tank.
Yes. So you go hard every time.
Yes.
You got to.
Probably stage.
Now, where all have you, no. Like, sound crazy. For the tour.
Okay, yeah.
Where have you all went and toured? I know I seen Atlanta.
Charlotte. Yeah, top 3 cities is Charlotte, Atlanta, and Detroit. Those are where we have like our open shows and where we have like multiple schools there.
Yes.
But honestly, we get so much love from Charlotte. Like,
really?
Yes. Like, that's Charlotte has a space in my heart. Maybe, I'm not even going to say beat the streets gets love in Charlotte, but
You get love in Charlotte.
Yes.
They love Siddy in Charlotte.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes. Shout out to everyone in Charlotte, period.
That is so dope. And you said high schools. I was going to hit on that. If you guys go to high schools or do the schools ever reach out and say, hey, we want to bring our students for like a field trip or anything like that? Really? It
is actually a field trip. Like, that's literally,
dope.
You know, like how, you know, we are at schools. It's like from a field trip. The one in Detroit is like all of the schools in Detroit that we missed during our regular tour. Because we do go to schools and we just do private shows. So we'll just be in a school like East English Village.
Yes.
Like, we've done multiple shows there where it's just their show. It's no other students there. And sometimes it's even split off into grades too, so we can just, you know, minister to the kids directly and, you know, ask them questions after, because like I said, it's really a mentorship program.
Yeah.
Even though we're doing what we love, on the other side of it is still an impact, and it's, you know, to talk to the kids, you know. So
how does the kids like react after? What do they typically say to y'all?
Girl, they be having words for me.
I'm sure.
No, seriously, like, why did you do Marcus like that?
Yes.
Like, why you got to do him like that? What you did to Pam? I'm like, girl, they be going off on
Like,
me.
this is what to look for, because some of y'all act like that, okay?
Yeah. Well, I
Stay
actually
away from
tell
them
them that I'm a reflection of them, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, so that, you don't be like her.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, and they tell me I ate down because my outfits be
Eating. No, yes, you do be dressing.
Period.
I see the Instagram. You be dressing, girl.
Thank you,
you put
girl.
them together yourself, or you have the
Yes.
wardrobe stylist do it. Okay.
But girl, let me be real with you. So a couple of years ago, when I became like a woman, you feel me? You had to transition from that look.
Yes.
I brought in my girl Shakayla. She's a stylist and wardrobe designer.
Is she on film?
Costume designer. No, she just not in film
Okay.
scene. She like straight fashion.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But she cleaned
dope.
my closet out, girl. Like,
get you together.
Yes, things that I didn't like, childish. Everything gotta go. And so also with her consultation, she teach you like how to put looks back into your outfit. I mean, into your closet. Like what looks are gonna work. Like how to buy outfits. Like, girl, she got me together. Shakayla Diamond.
You said period. Listen, okay, no, shout her out. Help the girlies out there. I might have to hit her
young
up
stylish
myself.
lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Get a couple looks.
For real.
I'll be like,
yes. And whenever I need like a quick fit, like if I need something the same day, I gotta call my girl Shark. Or if when we're doing like more film production stuff. So Shakayla's my editorial girl, and Shark is more for like film and stage. Like when I first started putting the looks together for Lauren, she helped me like cultivate the character in the costume. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her thing. So
and always, because with certain characters, they always have a look.
Yeah.
Like if you watch That's a Raven or whatever, like I'm just throwing that type of thing into my clueless because I know she's always coming with the looks.
Okay, period.
Plaited, two-piece something,
Yeah.
knee highs, you know what I'm saying? It's always something. So it's good. Now, how do you feel playing Lauren? When you play her, outside of ministering to the kids and everything like that, what type of excitement or, feeling do you get from playing her? Can you, Siddy, relate to her? Have you ever been a Lauren? Have you ever dealt with a Lauren?
That's a great question. So, yes, I've been both. Like, I've been a Lauren and I've dealt with a Lauren. But to answer the first part of your question, like even when you asked me that, girl, I felt how I feel when I feel with her, because Lauren is so heavy, if that makes sense.
Yes.
To like feel the impact of when my co-star Joy, is about to take the pills.
Yes.
Every single time. I'm not even on the stage, can't see her or anything, but I know the music, I know the story, I know what's happening, right? And I can feel it in my spirit. You know what I mean? And I know it didn't do it for real, but when you're in the moment, when you're in your character, it's hard to be like, oh, I didn't feel it. No, I felt everything, because that's how I reacted and that's how I performed. So it's really heavy. Lauren is not an easy character to play. My first tour, because this is my first season on the tour.
Okay.
And my fourth. And my first one, though, oh my goodness, I used to apologize to Joy. I used to like be crying on the side of the stage. I felt like every single spirit like in the room, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned, through mentorship and like actually, coaching and stuff like that after getting back into the game, like, how to like get out of characters, how to, just the actual work that it takes to be an actor and to do something, or take on a role that feels like that, you know what I mean? And then city after city, so I'm like taking the coat off, putting it on, like,
Do you ever get stuck, or have you ever gotten stuck inside of Lauren's world?
Heck yeah. Yes, girl. Yes, but
how do you snap out of that?
It's like exercise, like you got to keep working at it. You know what
definitely.
I mean? But how do I snap out of it, girl? Ooh, it's a lot of things. Well, first thing is how I get into Lauren is I walk back and forth the stage.
Yes.
So wherever we are, I will walk the length of the stage because A, I have a lot of walking to do.
Yes.
And B, she just walks a little different than I do. She talks different, the way she like says things, so I pretty much just get into the mode of that and get into the psyche of like the character I created. And that's just how I get in and out. But how I get out is I remember I'm not her, and I pray over myself, girl, and a bunch of other things.
Listen, prayer helps. We need prayer.
Seriously.
We need prayer. Now, you are launching a media firm soon?
Yes, girl.
How was that? I have reposted you saying if you need help with your media and everything like that, to come to you. what is this media firm and how do you get involved and what's going on? What's the deets with that?
So, like you said, I started working with DR2 and I was actually just a PA, but I was pretty good at like social media and just like branding myself. And so, yeah, they asked me to, help them out with their social media. And through that, like I used to work at GM before I started getting back into filmmaking. And I helped them with, managing their social medias and websites for the dealerships.
That's dope.
So fast forward, right? I'm like, instead of just working for one company, I should help a bunch of different companies leverage their brands. And not only that, but like my friends are actors. My friends want to be actors, not even just my friends, but people around me. Like I meet people all the time who want to create businesses or who want to be better at marketing themselves. And so I felt like just working with one company, I'm shortening, what I could actually do for the world, which is just help them market themselves. So yeah, like one little stop in my dreams is going to be making this marketing firm. But if you want to work with me, call me. And I mean like work with the firm, like not even just like you need my help, but like actually working with
like
the
you're
firm.
hiring.
Yes, girl.
Okay, she said, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, slide in her DMs respectfully.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? So help us, let's help each other out here. Work together. Each one teach one. Okay. Amen. We need that. We need that. I see all the time. Like myself personally, I definitely need. One day I post, 6 weeks I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's still alive. I try to be active. I post my story here and there. I don't really. I just be like, maybe I don't really need to be because. If you know me, you know me. But then that's what the world is now. So it's like a lot of people don't know you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what you can do. You know, so you throw it out there.
That's true.
Ooh.
That's true. And it's also like building our brands and like, becoming bigger actors and like getting out of the independent sector of filmmaking. Like we do need people to be able to look at us and be like, oh, this is what you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
now what is one of the hardest things you've learned between all the hats that you juggle, and how have you kind of made it work for yourself?
Girl, what's the question?
In this journey, what is one of the hardest things you learned throughout your professionalism of everything that you do, and how do you kind of make it work for yourself?
I heard you, but I think this is the hardest question because it's like the hardest pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that I'm a turtle and that I have to move faster.
Oh.
But the turtle wins the race. So not super faster, but like, just...
So steady.
Yes, you know what I mean? And to not be afraid, like, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game, but it be keeping me from playing the game. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, I just feel like one wrong move and I could lose everything or just mess it all up. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, we gotta do. I'm like that too. We gotta do better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, living in the fear is not gonna stop. You know, like if you're fearful, whatever it is you're supposed to do is still, if you do it, it's gonna happen. So you know what I'm saying. You just gotta put in the work and just get over that. Because literally ministering to myself about that. You gotta get over that. You can't be fearful because life is still gonna go on. That's the thing. That's what I was getting at. The life is still going to go on. So whether you're scared or not. And then the other thing I had thought about was like, if it's in you, it's in you for a reason. If it keeps coming up, you have to do it. If not, God gonna give it to somebody else. I done seen it happen a couple times. Like I was supposed to. You know, like, moving too slow.
Yeah.
Not doing what you're supposed to do.
Excuse me, you're right. You're right. Even with like TV ideas. You would have an idea for a TV show and then be like, oh, you moved too slow. And now it's on Netflix.
Because it has to come out.
That's true.
And if you're not going to do it, he's going to give it to somebody else to do.
That's true.
And they gonna run with it. Like,
oof.
I hate that because I done did it plenty times. But it's how do you get out of your own way?
Girl, you just move out the way.
That's easy said than done. It's like, but how? How do I get out my own? How do you get out your own way?
No, yeah, you're right. Honestly, like, just do it scared, like, for real, like, heavy on that. Like, I'm scared, launching this marketing firm, but girl, it's launched. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? No more turning back. I was scared to act. Now we're doing it.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? I was scared to direct my first movie. It's on Amazon Prime. Like,
Listen, and let them. Is it
scared.
naked?
Yeah,
Okay,
naked.
okay.
Yeah.
How was that? You were working on during the pandemic, correct?
Girl, yes. Let me
Okay.
tell you about this. So, I met up with it started off with 3 other black women that I knew from a can of paint. Like, I did not know them at all during the pandemic, girl. Anyway, it ended up being just 3 of us all together. And we worked on we met every Monday-ish, during the pandemic on Zoom. And we wrote this film. And then the next year, when it was like lighter, pandemic started lifting up.
Yes.
We actually like produced it and put it out there. And it took us 2 years to distribute it, but girl, it was worth it.
How was that coming from scratch? Thought in your head, now y'all done wrote it out. Now you're seeing it actually happen. How was that? What was the toughest part or scariest part of doing that?
I think that bearing my soul for real on the phone with 2 other black women I never met in my life was the weirdest part, because we talked about deep things. Like, we talked about relationships, we talked about being codependent, body image issues, you know what I'm saying? So, like, battling with our weight and what we thought about ourselves. Like, girl, we talked about
y'all was in each other's business.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to mention, girl, it's COVID. So life is life.
Life is lifing.
You know what I mean? So to be writing a movie, like, with 2 people you don't know at all, like, that was the hardest part, because it took a level of vulnerability that I didn't have before, nor did I have an experience where I met with 2 strong black women and we could, like, discuss anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even when we didn't agree, the way we handled it, like, was a new experience. Like, making naked, we always say it together, like, making naked was the most powerful experience.
Yes.
Because it was just like, it just was so much different than everything I ever thought that, collaborating with black people could be like. You know what I mean?
I love black women, and I love when we work together.
Yeah, me
we
too.
Can go far. We be doing some things.
Yes, we do. We definitely do.
Now, what do you want, or what do you want the people to take from that when they see it? How do you want the ladies to feel? What is the main goal of Naked?
The main goal of Naked is just to normalize conversation, right? Just to normalize talking about things, to normalize being, honest with ourselves and our experiences, and then not only that, but welcoming new people into our lives, and you know what I mean, not even like always thinking that stereotypes about people are always true, because how can we expect other races to not judge us by our color if we won't judge each other, if we won't do that with each other? You know what I mean?
Do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what I mean? And now you got a whole list of things about who I am and what I like based on what you see, but like, why are you doing that? And you don't like people do that to us?
Why are we like that?
Yeah, in our community is the worst.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, it's more of like, let's work on this.
Listen, no, as a whole, as a unity, we definitely need to work on that.
Yeah.
And you said that people can check it out on Amazon Prime, correct?
YouTube TV and Afroland.
Listen, y'all go check it out.
It's called Naked. It'll be easier if you just search my name, though, Siddy Morgan. You'll find it.
Throw that out there. Google me.
Yes, SIDDY.
Speaking of Siddy, now Siddy in the Streets, Siddy in the City is back on, right?
Hey, I like Siddy in the Streets, though. Like,
got the streets and city.
I mean, I can have different sectors.
You know what I'm saying? In the country,
seriously,
we out here.
Girl, for real.
No, what is that about? Are you just out talking to the people? What's happening there? No, I'm serious.
No. You're funny. You're funny, though, because I want to be out talking to the people.
Yeah.
So, but, no, Siddy in the City is literally just a vlog about my life.
Okay.
And just like my experiences in love, life, and filmmaking.
Oh, that's dope.
It's on YouTube.
So it's like vlogging your everyday.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's pretty much so people can like be a part of the journey.
Yes.
And as I succeed, like, I want people to know that they were a part of it too.
Yes.
And that, okay, wait, so if she was from the west side of Detroit, I was from the west side of Detroit.
It's possible.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even not even that, like anything in my life that you can connect to, I want you to be able to pull from it and be like, okay, I can be like her.
Now,
or better, for real. Please be better, bro.
We always want people to be better. You know what I'm saying? What made you come up with that and decide that you wanted to bring, people along for the journey?
It actually didn't start out like that.
just happened to be. They was
Like-
nosy one day.
Like, if you go to the, like, today, let me, I might need to go look through them real quick. But, like, the beginning of City of the City was very ratchet. Like, girl, we were just...
Said life was happening.
Like, literally, me and my friend were just, like, outside. Like, that's really it.
People love to see you outside. Love to see what they love being in your business.
Seriously. But then once I started doing movies, it just changed.
You had to clean it up a little bit.
No, my life just changed.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying? Like, no, girl, I'm staying.
Like to have a good time.
But exactly like what I'm talking about in my series is like growth is important. So
Yes.
like, yes, you know, we gonna follow around long through my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
My 30s, I'm probably not gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe.
We be having growing to do. You know
Maybe
what I'm
40.
saying? Like, I'm
40 for sure.
Because one day I hope to grow up. You know,
Yeah, 40.
That's probably when I will.
I
know.
think 39 is a good age to grow up.
I think so.
38.
I'm just looking in the mirror and say, you're wrong. Act right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying, depending on the situation, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it's like, I know you've seen that post on Facebook, like, we the new grown-ups now.
I
like,
know.
We the new aunties, uncles,
Yes.
barbecue throwers, church goers, you know what I'm
And
saying?
I don't think that I should be one of them people. Like, I literally still play with the kids. Like, you're laughing, but I'm serious. Like, so...
You one day, I mean, but I think it's okay because it's a lot of us like that, so we all like kind of fit in. So I think it's okay. Like,
You're right.
When I look at people who are my age, and I be like, dang, that's a grown woman. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a grown woman, but
It's the difference. Girl to kids,
Yeah.
number one question when we're on the road is, how old are you? Literally, number one
so they
question.
think you're like their age. And everything.
Yes, and some of the teachers, when they're like getting their kids, will be like, come on, get on the bus. It's
Telling
like,
you,
hold on.
I'm
And they're
an
like,
adult.
oh, I'm so sorry. Like, once they actually look at oh my goodness, girl, I'll be like,
I'm a grown up, okay? I am an actress. I am here helping the kids. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I am acting.
period.
Don't put me in a box.
Okay.
Now, what is something that you haven't learned that you do want to learn in this journey?
Girl, oh wait, film?
Yeah, or your whole journey.
Oh,
I
in
know you
life?
wanna- yes.
Girl, lots.
Okay, what about film?
Okay, I was about to say, I want to learn how to live. Like,
Listen, no, honestly.
you know, not how to learn on how to live on survival. Like, I got a list of things that I could do today. Okay, but number one in film, I need to get into some. I want to do like combat. You know, yes,
dope. Yeah,
yeah, I
that'll
want to
be
do some
fun.
combat, or like on the same level as combat is also learning a different language.
Yes.
so that I can do some international work.
Yes. What is it, Rosetta Stone? I heard that's like
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, I only speak English, but I've heard that it's very good.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
you probably go check it out. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I'm a YouTuber. I'm gonna go check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube can learn some language.
I mean, I know a little bit of Spanish.
Oh, I know
yeah.
just the basics.
Hablé un poco.
Don't know what
Español.
that's English. Okay?
No,
I
sí,
know
no,
what you're
no,
saying.
no, say, no,
Okay,
no.
I just know a few. I can probably count to five.
Like, first of all, please don't drag me. Like,
That's what I don't
cut that.
I know you said English.
I did. No,
That's
Español.
Spanish.
You see.
Yes. Okay. You say yes. Yes.
Mhm,
See,
see.
I know the basics.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
me too. I know a little bit, but I know how to read Spanish better.
Oh.
Yeah, like same with Arabic. I know how to read Arabic, but I do not know.
little bit of the Arabic.
Okay,
I worked
yeah.
at an Arabic Tim Hortons one time, and that's all like a lot.
So you
of
know
them spoke.
Habibi.
Yeah. Yes, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The basics. I knew when they spoke
Yeah.
it, they didn't want me to hear what they were saying, but I was, making a sandwich station one day, and I was asking her like to teach me some of the stuff. You know, she only taught me the basics because she didn't want me to know what they were saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Speak their
feel
language.
you.
But I'm like, you're in America serving a lot of people who speak English. Speak English, please. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, like, if we had our own language, which we do, we speak it like we would speak it, and we do. Like, sometimes we're out and we're saying things that none of the people who are not
That's
black
true.
know what we're even saying.
That's true.
You
That's
know, or
true.
we say nothing at all, and a full conversation was had.
That's true.
So we cannot say that.
No, when we at work though, like we all
We
hear
do that too. You cannot say you do not click up with your black friends at the job.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, especially when it's only like two of y'all. I mean, you don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of gotta,
Like,
you know, hey, show me the ropes around here.
I feel like the only reason why we
doing
don't
after them?
understand is because it looks different. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But
But
I
it's
would
really
want
the
to.
same for real.
For sure. I think it's a little. I don't know if it's the R's or what. They just. I don't know. That's on the bucket list.
Yeah, it is the.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
get a little. That give me a little headache. I don't know where to go. But no disrespect at all.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, to different cultures and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have a favorite travel place, spot, location, city, state,
A
country?
favorite?
Yeah. Do you travel often?
Yes. Favorite travel spot? I don't have a favorite yet. No. I used to have a favorite, but I feel like I did too much of Chicago.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Chicago could have been my second home for real.
Yeah.
But the next place I want to go to is actually LA. But I keep getting told that if I go to LA, I'm never gonna come back. So,
I mean,
you know.
you know. So you never been yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But
so,
people say that, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen a lot of different things about it, you know? Bad and good, for real.
Yeah. I just think that LA, California, Hollywood is. So what we see on TV is definitely
not
totally
it. Oh, yeah,
different.
for sure.
And, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
it just depends on, you know, what area, what city you go to, obviously, you know, who you're out there with, what you're doing. But it's a fun place to be, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's definitely still on the list, though.
Definitely go.
Yeah, because I definitely, I also worked on a project about Skid Row.
Okay.
So I do know a little bit also about the homeless community and just the politics
Big
in
out there.
California. Because I'm really into stuff like that too.
Yes.
Like, I hope y'all register to vote.
Yes. We're registered. You talking to the listeners? Yeah, definitely. The homeless population is very big out there. I mean, but it's big here as well. You know what I'm saying? But I think just because we're like, oh, it's Hollywood, it's California, why are these people? But a lot of them went out there, you know.
To chase their dream. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still in the city running it up. Because when I go to LA, I'm going to have already
You gonna have to have the
Yeah.
funding for sure. I mean, you gotta pay for everything out there. You like
For real. Yeah.
everything. You know what
And
I'm
they be
saying?
taxing.
Down to the bag that you bought your stuff in. I'm telling
Really?
you, like it's like that.
Oh, yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
But
Yeah.
it's LA, you know, California, you know, fancy place or whatever. Hey,
Sounds
nothing wrong with
exciting.
it. Yeah, take a trip. You know, one summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know how it goes.
Tell me all about. Do your city in the city.
Oh no,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, girl, it's gonna be on there for sure.
Do you have any advice to give to the people who are listening, who are, you know, maybe wanting to do some of the things that you're doing? Maybe they want to do something else but don't know how to start. Like, do you just have any advice for the people?
Yeah.
What's that advice? What would that be? What does that sound like?
So, advice if you want to be an actor, take a headshot. You know what I mean? And, pull up to a set, be an extra, learn about the game a little bit, network with some actors. You want to be a director, make good choices, be very decisive, and just make a project. Like, put something together, start a short, put it on YouTube, bring your friends together, actually start building, a little group, if you will, because that's literally like being a director, is being a good leader, you know. And then also studio binder. Like, if you want to learn about anything, how to be a filmmaker or anything, definitely just go on studio binder. Now for my kids, the students, something that I've seen a lot on tour this time was a lot of pushing your friends to do things, right? So whether it be talking to somebody or to getting an autograph or anything, I love the spirit of encouragement, but sometimes also a great way to encourage someone is to just also do it yourself. You know what I mean?
Lead by example type of situation.
First, and then they'll follow along. And if not, maybe you shouldn't be their friend.
Them.
Yeah, or you're right. Maybe it's not for them.
She said no, cut them off. Maybe I just want to be a doctor. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to,
No, you're right.
be a
You're
veterinarian.
right.
This wasn't my field. Can we not be friends? I want to support you.
I'm saying if they're being negative.
Yes,
because
definitely.
man, like you, listen, girl, you just don't even know the stories that be told.
Listen,
like seriously, kids are going through so much right now, and it's so different because of social media. Like, do not get caught up. Oh my gosh, do not get caught up in like the lifestyles you see on social media because they're not real.
They're not real, and I'm so happy that I went to school when I did because this is it. Like, you gotta. Tough. They just got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. They're like little celebrities. They dress like little celebrities. It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure that they're putting on themselves. And like you said, definitely just, you don't have to be like that. You can be normal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not less cool for not being that way.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like you're an actress, so your friends who are, people who work at the local bank, they're not less cool because they chose the 9 to 5.
You know what I mean? No, you the coolest still. Yeah, I agree. You know my life whack, low key. Like, before you make it, being an actor is not cute. Like,
it's hard.
Girl, dedication. Like what? Be done been put out your house, lost your car. Like then Tyler Perry call you when everything is gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. So my friends with actual jobs with 9 to 5 and shit, living it up. Love that for you.
Secure.
Love it for you. You're like
good.
What? You are crazy. I'm out my mind most days. Like seriously.
With writing, what type of advice do you have for someone who wants to be a writer, film writer, or whatever the case may be, and they don't know where to start, or perhaps they started but haven't finished, you know what I'm saying? What type of advice do you give to them?
Yeah, so I actually started with stage plays. I wrote just one stage play, a little short, one act, and like if you just want to be a writer, you should look into like how to form scripts, right? So like Stage 32 is where I learned a lot about how to write for screen. So I took a class with like Netflix, and like they bring on different people.
Is that a website?
Stage 32, yeah. Okay. And they have a bunch of different classes. You can get a membership and just learn about how to formulate scripts, comedies, dramas, sci-fi, like whatever you want to learn. And then another thing to do is like master class too. Yes. I know that it's a big, it's $200 for the whole year, which is a lot, right?
Yeah.
But on Black Friday, no, hear me out. On Black Friday, I don't know if they're going to do this again, but I hope they do it again. But usually every year they do this. On Black Friday, they have a buy one, get one free sale. So you call up your friend and you be like, November, that Friday, we going to put up $100 for the next year. Oh, boom. Now we both have one. We paid the $200. You know what I'm saying?
I love to take Samuel Jackson's master class.
Yes, seriously. Angela it's probably going to come soon. As long as we keep purchasing masterclass, they're going to get more people on there.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to promote them. And honestly, give me a code because...
You said, listen, use my code, get 20% off.
For real, seriously. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, masterclass, hit me up.
Hit me up. Hit her up, y'all. She's still marketing. Now, is there anything else that you would like the people to know that we didn't hit on?
Nah, honestly, they can find it out. Watch my show, Siddy in the City, back on YouTube next week on Friday. Yeah, we're gonna start.
Is that every week you do?
We're back on Friday.
Okay.
This upcoming Friday.
So we'll do it every day, every week? Oh, okay.
So like all summer, you're gonna be watching me on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And it'll drop every Friday?
Yep.
Okay. That's dope. That's lit.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the Atlanta show.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you already filmed it?
Yeah.
You're just editing everything? Do you edit all your own stuff?
Unfortunately, yeah, but I'm looking for an editor.
Hit her up. She's hiring. She's hiring for a lot of things here.
For real.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. Hey, maybe connect work with somebody.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, hit me up.
Let them know where they can find you at social media wise.
Okay. Oh. So yes, hi y'all. Siddy Morgan here, and you can find me on Instagram at SIDDYMORGAN. You can find me on YouTube, Siddy in the City, SIDDY in the City, and everything literally Siddy Morgan or THEE City, the City, period.
Thank you so much for that. Y'all know I'm Andrea Alexis _IG. And you can find me on YouTube and Instagram as well. power.the_u.podcast. We are
never expect any help and never expect anyone to accept you for you. Just always stay true to yourself. But speak what you feel if you feel I ain't down for you. Cause me, I feel I'm always down for you. And every couple had their ups and downs, but when he ain't around, I make some time for you. When I feel for you, with love for you, but can't say that I'm in love.